Hey guys, Colin here at the Deep Tissue Massage Center. I'd like to show you a stretch for your big back muscle called the latissimus dorsi. So what you're seeing here is the back of the human body, the musculature in particular, and this big muscle right in through here. This is called the latissimus dorsi. It's one of the strongest muscles in the body, and this is part of your back. Now this muscle, where it turns from red to white, the white part means that it's getting thicker, and that's the connective tissue that attaches all along the spine. You can see these little ridges, that's the top of the hips that attaches in through there, and it comes all the way down through the sacrum and attaches through there as well. And when this muscle gets tight and shortened, it tends to compress the low backs and it causes disc and nerve problems potentially. So what we're trying to do is stretch that out. Okay, so let's get on to the stretch. You're going to need a chair like this, and what I'm going to have you do is kneel facing the chair. You want to have your knees nice and even, squared off to the chair. You're going to have your shins and the tops of your feet as flat on the floor as you can. What I'm going to have you do is gently rock forward and put the palms of your hands on the seat of the chair here. Now, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you imagine that your palms are actually glued to the chair, and you're going to leave your palms there as you start to rock back and lean back with your butt as if you're bringing your butt toward your heels. Now, as you do this, what I want you to do is try and keep your spine as straight as possible. I don't want you to round your back, and I don't want you to arch your back. What I want you to do is try and keep your spine nice and straight. I'm going to pull my belly button, and I'd suggest you do too, toward your spine to engage your core a little bit as you do this. And what you're going to then do is slowly drop your butt back toward the top of your heels, as if you're putting your butt on the top of your heels. Now, if you can do this too easily and you're not feeling a big stretch through your back, especially through your low back, it means that your knees are too close to the chair. So you either need to move your knees back, or you need to move your palms forward, or a combination of that. So I'm going to move my knees back here, palms a little forward, and now from this position, as I start to drop my butt back toward my heels, I start to feel a big stretch through the lats here. This is where you'll feel it, and then you'll start to feel a decompression or a stretch through your low back as your butt gets toward your heel. And what I would suggest is hanging out in this position for about 30 seconds, taking some nice deep breaths. Now, it's hard to get deep breaths into your lungs in this position, but you can imagine taking a deep breath into your low back. And as you do that, as you take the deep breath in and then breathe out, I want you to imagine that your spine is actually elongating, so that your spine is stretching. So it's almost like targeting the breathing to that specific spot, where you feel the most tension, where you feel the most tightness, and the most decompression that's happening is where you want to get that breath in, and it's like your breath is pushing those vertebrae farther apart. And do that 2-3 times, and you'll find that you're able to rock back even farther. Again, you want to do this for about 30 seconds. I know people that do it longer and shorter, so find what works best for you. As with any stretch that we do, we don't want to push it past the point of it being a good sore or just a good stretch. We don't want to get into the range where there's discomfort and there's pain. So if you start to feel discomfort or pain, all you need to do is you need to either slide your hands more toward you or bring your knees a little in closer, so that when you rock back, you're not getting as much stretch on that spine. So this should be a great tool for you in order to help decompress your low back.